coming to you to talk to you about back office things, how to keep your paperwork organized for taxes at the end of the year. Now, if you are a part-timer, just a couple parties a month, super easy that you just get like one of those accordion file folders because you're not going to have that much paperwork. For anybody that is doing considerable business, I would suggest getting monthly file folders. Bi-monthly. I know people have done it a couple different ways, but honestly, this is going to be your easiest way. That way, every month you put all of your paperwork, all your receipts, all your Pure Romance invoices in that particular month, right? So that at the end of the month, all you need to do is fill out a super easy form. Now, most consultants have what they call the Pure Romance Tax Organizer. This is going to be on all of our team pages as well. This was actually made by an accountant who sells Pure Romance. Genius, right? So she writes down in full detail, many pages of different things that are tax write-offs. Genius, right? Yes, and we thank her for that. Now, I made the Reader's Digest condensed version of it, just the things that I know my accountant is going to ask for every single year. So here's how I have it listed, and I have this uploaded for you ladies as well. You can make it into a spreadsheet, you can make it just in a piece of paper like I do. Do not overcomplicate this part of the business because you will drive yourself crazy. Make it as easy as possible. Now, I deal with an accountant, so I know what he asks for. I do not do it myself, but I keep all the paperwork and I do all the adding at the end of the month and at the end of the year. So I make it easy on him. I do not care to separate certain things because remember, you are sending in an itemized list of your deductions to the government. Pure Romance will give you a 1099 depending on your overrides, depending on how much bonuses you made with them, if you want any trips with them. But as far as the money you make with your parties, since it is a 1099, they don't know how much money you made. It is up to you because you don't get a paycheck from them. It is up to you to take those deductions. So, made it really easy. The first line item is party sales. You're going to grab all those party sales that you did throughout the month and you're going to add them all together. All of your invoices from the party, or if you do pure sale, you're going to get a total amount of everything that you collected at that party, including tax, shipping, any discounts, all the money that you collected in your grubby little hands at the end of the night. That is an addition, right? That's a plus. That's on the plus side. So you want to put that in party sales for that particular month. Any of your overrides that you made that month, anything that the company paid you on your team, that is another addition to your income. So that's a plus. And then you're going to have your total income. Now, these are going to be all your deductions, such as your Pure Romance invoices. Again, because I don't separate from the tax, the shipping, the whole entire invoice. Did you hear me? The whole entire invoice is a deduction. The whole entire invoice. So you want to deduct that whole entire invoice because that is an expense because you just bought that product. Postal service. This is what makes it super easy if you do stamps.com or Indeed Shop. Really easy. You can just print off a monthly report at the end of the month and stick it in there and you know exactly how much you spent on postage. Advertising, that would be, you know, your PR gear, your vendor shows, interest and credit card fees. That would be your Square report. So if you're using Square or PayPal, this is why I tell you not to have all these different venues of how you're charging your customers. One, makes it easy. You know exactly what credit card fees that you incurred. Office expenses, ink, paper, stuff for your little goodie bags, all that. Travel, your meals and entertainment. that goes to, anything that you incurred from, even when you go to, a bus tour, that $5 that you paid, the snacks that you may have bought for that, that's all a deduction. Conference fees, that's all a deduction. Meeting fees, if you're somebody who has monthly meetings for your team, you want to deduct that. Incentives, any incentives that you give to your team, any little doodads, whatchamacallits that you buy them, books, all that stuff. Little notepads, it's all deduction. Charity. Do you give anything to charity? I hope you do. That's a deduction. You want to write down your cell phone bill. You use your phone for business, right? Your cable, your internet, your heating, electric, your health insurance. If you are self-employed, this is all you do. Your health insurance is a deduction. And your mortgage or rent. Now, when it comes to the utilities, they are not going to allow a part-timer who is only making a couple bucks a year, they're not going to allow you to take the same percentage of utilities as somebody like me. That this is my only income. So your accountant is going to be able to figure out what percentage that is. Not an accountant, I don't know, but that's how they do it. Now, at the end of this, there are your total expenses for that month. You can't get caught up with, well, wait a minute, I paid for World Conference this month, but it's not until April. You paid for it this month. It's a deduction. Make sure that you also keep your receipts for your invoices for your credit cards, one credit card for your Pure Romance. So you can keep it, it's right there. You don't want to dip your credit card into personal stuff and your business. You want to keep one thing, one bank account, one credit card, one everything for Pure Romance, so it makes it easy, right? Mileage, you want to keep your mileage to and from parties, to and from meetings, because that is an expense as well. They pay you like almost 60 cents per mile. That's a deduction, right? You cannot take maintenance on your car and your mileage. You can't do both. That's double dipping. Now, a lot of people have questions about, well, what about all the free products that I give away to my hostesses and yada, yada, yada. Your free product, I would keep a list of everything that you give away per month, but you've already taken it in the cost of your invoice. It was already a deduction with your Pure Romance invoices. And since you didn't make any money, it wasn't in the plus section of money that you profited, right? So it wasn't in the plus section, but it was definitely in the minus section because it was on that invoice. But if there's a disconnect, if you ever do get audited and your accountant is like, oh my gosh, you bought $20,000 worth of product, Denise, but it's you're trying to claim that you only made $2,000 this year, you're gonna say, oh my gosh, but look at, I gave away all this stuff to my neighbors, my family. You just have to have a list of it. Is it gonna send up a red flag? Absolutely. So it needs to be within reason. If you have never started keeping an inventory, a beginning of the year and the end of the inventory list of what you have, then you never need to start. 16 years in business, I never started doing it because honestly, it's money in, money out. I sell the same amount that I buy every single year. So it's a wash. Your first year it's not going to be, but so it's a wash. So I do not keep a list of my inventory at the end of the year and claim it. There you go. That's it. That's how easy it is. And then at the end of the year, I have 12 of these, right? Because I've kept track, one per every month, and that's the grand total that I give to my accountant, and he figures out everything else. Ladies, that's how simple it is. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask me. Thank you. Have a great day.